Hi, so welcome to the live stream. So I'm going to be channeling Archangel Raphael, and Raphael will come through me to give messages. And just to say that we're still in Lionsgate portal at the moment. It's a time where a lot can get resolved, and one can get connected to their higher self in the places where perhaps you've been struggling with. And we did the Lionsgate group yesterday, and anyone who would like the recording of that, that's in the description, so you can purchase that via the Gen site via the link. And for those of you who did do the group, it's good to sort of, if you wanted to repeat it, because the portal will be open for the next few days. So yes, I'm just going to let Archangel Raphael come in and speak through me. Hmm. I would like you to know that what I'm seeing at the moment is that energies are very much about going forwards in ways which are grounded, yet being very connected to the internal landscape, so that whatever is there can be transformed. And what I will say is that it is not necessary to do one thing or another. It is very much about the place that you are in within that determines the outcome. So, those of you who are perhaps focusing on healing, wellness, who would like to restore yourselves at this time to a much deeper place within, what I will say to you is that it is very important to stay connected to a deeper part where what you are recognizing is that wellness, restoration comes from being in yourself first, from first connecting to yourself, really being in yourself, going deep and recognizing that ultimately what you are doing here on earth is becoming who you are on the inside. And so, as you recognize this, what will happen is that you will automatically be drawn to the right people and places that help you with this. But when you are very focused on somehow becoming a different part of you, so perhaps feeling inside you no longer want to be who you are, and you would like to be something else, someone else, perhaps coming from a place inside of not really liking yourself, not really feeling good about yourself. And when you have this feeling inside, and then you look for outer services and inspiration so that you can feel in one way or another better and become something else, that is when you will attract things that take you further away from yourself. So, first, it is important to recognize that what you are inside is what you are becoming on the outside. The part of you that is connected to the light, that you are seeking to become it. And then you will find more and more ways that support this. You will collide with the right people. And what I will say at the moment is that it is important to remember that there is a lot of light, but there is also energy on earth that is about taking people away from the light. Perhaps not even with that intention, but the energy that exists, which is like this, is perhaps much more to do with the ego. Perhaps people who have something to offer, but there is a lot of ego. There is a lot of energy coming in that is perhaps very much about earthly earthly progress, moving forwards in grounded ways, perhaps more about actually having a life on earth that is very much about the things the old earth was about. So, going into these energies and going into a type of frequency that becomes very much about this and this only. You will recognize this because as you go within and connect to yourself, you will automatically sense where this energy is. You will sense it, you will feel it. You will perhaps have a sense that when you are in that frequency, you are feeling like something is not quite right for you, like it leaves you feeling inside that you have to be more than you are, do more, and go into go, a mode of actually leaving yourself behind to achieve something. So I will say this energy is still here on earth. It will transform over time, but it still exists. And sometimes what you are also doing is going into that frequency yourself, really believing that you have to do more, try harder, perhaps put more into things. So it is important to remember that this is all energy from the old age, that this is the energy transforming. And it is not necessarily dark energy. It comes from a place of actually wanting life to get better, wanting life to really become much more about something positive. But it is not really doing it from a place that is aligning to the light. So that is where the energy becomes difficult, negative, and can take you away from yourself. The other message I would like to give about this is that those of you who already know the difference will start to feel after a while that you are always with the right people at the right time. You will notice that the people you collide with are the same as you in their focus, intentions. And when you get to this place, it is important to actually appreciate that you have made the journey from the old earth to new earth, that you have actually done it. So I will say that some of you here are very clear what it means to be in the new earth. You understand it. You understand that it really is about letting go and going much deeper within, being with yourself, letting life happen in the right way, but not getting involved with your ego, allowing life to configure automatically as you connect to your higher self in all parts of your being. And as you allow the right things happen, and life becomes better for everyone. But as soon as your ego is involved, you can be in some way or another creating something that may not be fully aligned for you or others. And this is when life starts to become a bit negative, actually, over time. So it is a reminder about this. I also would like to speak about going deeper within, what it means, how to do it, because some of you here do not fully grasp this on a deeper level, that you feel you do not understand what this means. And what I will say about this is that it simply means allowing your energy to be going to a place that is more and more more and more aligned to your inner being. So your energy will have many layers to it. So one layer will be the part of you that has your earthly life, your struggles, the things you love, the things you are involved in. So as you are with yourself, you will feel this layer, the earthly aspect, the concerns. And then as you go deeper, you will start to feel another layer, which is actually perhaps your experience of life on a feeling level. So perhaps then feeling underneath all this, there is some overwhelm or tension or some deep upset about something that you had not previously acknowledged. And then as you go to the next layer, you may realize that what you are experiencing is something like a type of frequency of feeling like there is just too much in your life at the moment, that you want some change, that you are waiting on some level for something to transform. And then there is another layer you may feel where you start to notice it is something you have felt your whole life. And then you may start to realize that there are other lives here. And as you keep going through the layers, you may come to a place where you notice that there has been a certain frequency in your life for a long time that you have really wanted to transform, of perhaps overdoing or becoming overly concerned with people in your life. But it will take you more and more to the truth. And when you get there, what happens is you start to go into a mode where you are transforming this to something else, and coming back to yourself and the truth of your inner being. And when you do this, all the layers are affected. So you then go back to your life and something has changed within you, but also something changes around you. So this is what I mean by going deeper. And whatever helps you to do that is good, whether it is a physical technique, such as tapping the body, or whether it is something more meditative, such as just sitting and allowing yourself to feel. Or perhaps you are doing something that is very somatic, where you are going very deep into the body through movement, exercise, and then really tuning in to parts of your body and what they are experiencing on deeper levels. But whatever gets you there is good. And when you are working with us, what we do is we help you to go deeper. We help you go through the layers. And then when you are really there in the deeper parts, we help to transform the energy, to move energy, clear energy, to do things to help you, perhaps even bring back soul parts if necessary. The final thing I would like to say about this is that every single one of you here is able to actually go deeper without any help. You all have this ability, but it is simply about finding something that works for you in the moment, whether it is movement or whether it is something else, perhaps sound, music. But whatever is helpful is good to do. The final thing I would like to speak about today is something concerning what is going on at the moment. So, this is very much about the energies which are more to do with the portal that is open at the moment. So, this is a collective energy that everybody is able to attune to and be in. And what I will say about this is that it is not necessary to be in it all the time and keep going into it in a way where you believe that you need to really make the most of it, or in a way where you spend lots of time attuning to it. But it is about actually making some time daily just to get a sense of it and go deeper and to do something, because the energies are very high at the moment and you can utilize them to move forwards. And when you do this in a way where you are really going deep, allowing the energies to work on you, that is when you can make permanent changes in your life. So it is just a reminder that there are very positive energies around right now that can be utilized to move forwards with your life. And it may even be to do with a particular aspect of your life in particular. That is all. I have no more to say, and I will share about the week ahead, which will be very much about being in your own energy, not doing too much, because I see it is a period of integration where you may feel to be in your own company and have time to rest and be. That is all. Hmm. Yes, I'd just like to say thank you, everyone, for being part of this and listening. And so wishing you a really good weekend and a good week ahead. And I'll see those of you who join the New Earth group on Tuesday. I'll see you then. Anyway, much love to all of you.